Hello everyone, welcome. So we're going to talk about Jenkins in this lecture, and in further lecture we'll see what exactly Jenkins can do and its different features. So Jenkins, we are going to start with overview, and then we'll have a basic introduction, and then we'll talk about the Jenkins setup. So Jenkins is a powerful application that allows continuous integration and continuous delivery of projects, regardless of the platform you are working on. Of course, it is a free source that can handle any kind of build or continuous integration. You can integrate Jenkins with a number of testing and deployment technologies. So we will explain how you can use Jenkins to build and test your software projects continuously. So this tutorial is going to help everyone who are basically testers or developers or who want to learn how to build and test their projects continuously in order to help the developers to integrate the changes to the project as quickly as possible and obtain fresh builds. So Jenkins is a popular tool for performing continuous integration of software projects. So in this tutorial, we'll cover the fundamentals as well as we'll discuss in detail of the Jenkins, and any software professionals with a good understanding of software development lifecycle can basically understand this tutorial very well. So we will discuss more about Jenkins, like why we are going to use it and what is in continuous integration now. So it is a software that allow continuous integrations, and Jenkins will be installed on a server where the central build will take place. So let's say we have, let's say, developers who are basically checking their code. Then once it will be checked in, Jenkins will come into the picture and will pick up the change source code and trigger the build and run any tests if required. And the build output will be available in the Jenkins dashboards, and automatic notification can also be sent back to the developers if they are basically configured like that. So in short sum, it will be developers checking the code, Jenkins executing them and resulting the output. So along with Jenkins, sometime one might also see the association of Hudson. Hudson is a very popular open source Java based continuous integration tool which is developed by Sun Microsystem and occupied by Oracle after that. So after the acquisition of Sun by Oracle, a fork was created from the Hudson source code, which is basically producing the Jenkins. So if we talk about continuous integration, it is a development practice that require developer to integrate code into shared repository at regular intervals, and this was done to remove the problem of finding later occurrences of issues in the build lifecycle. So continuous integration requires the developer to have frequent builds, and the common practice is that whenever a code commit occurs, a build should be triggered. So if there is Jenkins, then there are some system requirements. So for installing that, you need JDK 1.5 or above. You need 2 GB RAM, which is recommended as a memory. There is no disk space minimum requirement, and the operating system version can be Windows, Ubuntu, Mac, Red Hat, Fedora, OpenSUSE, FreeBSD, OpenBSD, Gentoo, etc. And then one of the special requirement is Java container. So the var file can be run in any container that supports Servlet 2.4 or JSP 2.0 or later. So that can be Tomcat 5 or above versions. So this was about the Jenkins introduction, and we are going to talk about the environment setup, and then we'll set up the other plugins, and we'll discuss about Jenkins in more detail. So we'll talk about the environment setup in our next lecture. So that's it for now. Thank you.